Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are doing a little Q&A chit chat. Get ready with me, and I'm also going to give you guys the details on this hair because I know you noticed. So if you're interested on hearing what we talk about and getting into some tea and also checking out this hair, stay tuned. Hey y'all, we're doing a cute little Q&A today, or chit chat Q&A. I don't really know what I'm gonna title this video, you guys. I did ask you guys to leave me some questions and some topics over on Instagram, so if you miss that opportunity, do not worry, this is not gonna be the last one. I love having like dialogue with y'all, and I feel like this is a really good way for us to interact. So if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to leave me a comment if you want to see more of these. So I just want to give Hairvivi a huge shout out for being such an amazing company to work with, you guys. From a customer service perspective, literally a 12 out of 10. They have been amazing to work with, the sweetest people. Just, I love having such a good experience with companies from a creative standpoint. Now let's get into the actual wig. Hairvivi has probably the best quality wigs that I have ever experienced thus far, and y'all already know that I be wearing wigs, and most of my wigs are just not giving, but this wig I can definitely see me having for such a long time. The packaging was so cute. I wish I would have showed you guys how cute it came packaged. Just giving such a luxe experience, and for me packaging is a huge deal. So Hairvivi really is on a stuff with their packaging. They also send you a ton, and I mean a ton, of care instructions, directions with pictures. So if you're just someone who's completely brand spanking new to wigs, I highly recommend them, because not only are they sending you like such a good quality wig that is honestly ready to wear, so as a beginner you won't have to do much to it, but they're also sending you so many like directions and pictures and instructions. So yeah, with the wig they also send some scalp tape. So if you're somebody who prefers taping your wigs down to gluing them, do send some. So I'm not going to use these today, but I love that they send it with the wig. So like honestly, I have just been shook by this whole like wig experience, because I've never like, I feel like this is a designer bag or something. Like how they sent it and everything they sent it with, like if there was a such thing as designer wigs, Hairvivi would be one. So the wig itself comes in this super nice satin bag. I love bags when it comes to hair and wigs, because I like having something to put it back into, because storage is super important with these high quality wigs. If you're buying such a nice wig, you want to take care of it as well. So I love that they sent this super nice and aesthetic cute wig bag to hold the wig when I'm not wearing it. So let's actually see what it's giving. Plot twist, I've already looked at it, I'm obsessed, and I cannot wait to see how it looks on my head. But you guys, here she is. Oh my god, it's probably not even about to do it justice, but that is perfectly okay. I got the Victoria Romantic Wave, and it is just every bit of like a bouncy, just romantic, sexy hairdo. I cannot wait to see what it is giving. So it is in the natural color, so if you're not a fan of that, you can dye it. And I just wanted to point out, I know I see a lot of people talk about wigs that come stinky and have weird smells. This wig smells so good. It smells freshly washed. I don't know what shampoo they use on it, but it smells amazing, like good, okay? So you do not have to worry about no weird smells. I haven't got any shedding while running my fingers through it. You can just tell it's a nice wig. I'm super excited to apply them to see how it looks. Like usual, I will have all of the information in the description box down below. I will have the link to this specific wig and literally anything that you could wonder about this wig in this company. I will have it in the description box down below. Y'all, the knots are already bleached. The hairline is honestly unreal. Like, it looks like it's growing out of y'all just got to wait and see. The wig also comes with a band already sewn onto the inside. I know a lot of times people have to sew in their own bands, but it's already got you. Girl, you really don't even gotta do nothing, just cut the legs off and wear it. Like, so I'm about to go ahead and start applying this wig, and then we will kind of see how it looks. So y'all, I don't know if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, but look at this wig. Do not ever play with Hairvivi. Y'all, get this wig, okay? Now, I am about to style it up a little bit, and I also want to say that I am not somebody who knows how to lay a wig, but the fact that it looks this good with somebody of my scale level tells y'all that y'all need to get this wig, because you don't gotta have all of that skill and know what you're doing all the way, because the way that they send the wig to you, if I can do it, you for sure can do it. And because I'm telling you right now, I watch so many people put on wigs, and I'm just like, I could never do that. So Hairvivi is going to hook you up. They're gonna send you a good quality wig. They're gonna send you good packaging, and they're also gonna send you a wig that you really can just put on your head and go. If I wanted to wear this hair like this, I so could. Like, obviously you wanna, you know, decrease some of the volume in the middle, but the hair itself is just so stunning. So I do have my curler heating up, and now we're gonna finally start getting into some of the questions, and we're gonna style the hair as we discuss some of the questions and topics that y'all sent in. So let me pull up these questions on Instagram. So the first question is, do you ever feel self-conscious filming? I have videos but don't have the courage to post them. So I would honestly say yes. I feel like everybody has felt self-conscious at one point or another in their YouTube career, and I feel like as you progress through YouTube, you feel self-conscious in different ways. Like if you're posting a new type of video that you've never posted before, that's personally when I feel the most self-conscious, because I'm just like, I don't know if I look stupid doing this. I don't know if they are gonna like it. You know, I'm just not sure of the overall general like idea of how it's gonna go. So in that aspect, I do. I'm trying to think back to when I very first started. I feel like I didn't feel that self-conscious because I didn't really have that many people watching me. Like, I was just kind of posting stuff and not expecting anyone to ever really see it. And I know that kind of is dumb, because that's kind of the point of YouTube, is for other people to see it. But I just felt like, you know, I didn't have like a huge following, so there was nothing for me really to feel self-conscious about. So I would advise you to kind of go the same way. If you don't have a large following, now is the time to really explore how to do stuff, like how to vlog and how to, you know, how to not be awkward on camera. Because as you start, you know, gaining a following, that's kind of when, you know, stuff starts to matter more so, of like your angles and your lighting and all of that. Like, not to say none of that matters in the beginning, but you know what I mean, like you have more room to experiment. So don't let, don't get too in your head about it. In the beginning, it should be more fun than anything, because like I said, you don't really have a following. So that's the time to experiment, play around with different content, play around with different styles, different thumbnails, all of the things. That's the time to really experiment, because then as you start gaining more traction, you're gonna have to kind of guarantee a certain quality and a certain, you know, I guess, aesthetic. So the next question is, what is your favorite online store to shop? Y'all, I can't talk. So the next question is, what is your favorite online store to shop from? And honestly, y'all, like, I feel like I don't really have a favorite these days, because I really haven't been doing as much online shopping. Like, I've been doing a lot of my shopping more so in person and stuff like that. Y'all know I love Shein, so I am quick to get something from Shein in a minute, because I know what to expect. I know the sizing. I guess if I had to say, it would be Shein. I really also do love Pretty Little Thing. I love their selection and just their variety of styles that they offer to plus size women. I've only ordered from Pretty Little Thing twice, but I've loved everything that I've gotten. I will say that their sizing can be a little bit wonky, like it's not very consistent, but I really enjoy Pretty Little Thing. They do a really good job of including plus size women on like what is happening in the trends as of now. The next question is, would you ever have another child? P.S. I love your content. Thank you so much. And I absolutely would have another child. If you are not familiar with my channel, me and my boyfriend are together, and my daughters, I have 2 daughters, neither of them are his. So with that said, we for sure are going to have more children, at least one more. You know, we've considered more than one more, but for right now I think we're both okay with having one more, just so we can continue quality of life. Of course things can change, and I'm not like holding myself to that, because I mean, I love kids and I love being a mom, so if I decide after we have our next one that I just want just one more, we will. But I cannot foresee us having more than like 4 kids in total, because yeah, me and my boyfriend already said if our next one is a boy, we very well may just call it a wrap and be done. Because I mean, we already have 2 girls and he loves and treats them like they're his own, so he sees them as his kids. So yeah, if we have a little boy for our next child, that might be all we do. So yeah, so this hair curls so well, oh my god. Off camera I went ahead and curled it some more because I have to let y'all charge up a little bit, but do not worry, we're about to hop right back into the questions. The next question is, how do you manage to be a single mom of 2? So for me personally, that is like a good question, but that's also like a tricky question, because there's not a handbook, there's not a rule book. I just kind of take it day by day. I think overall what I personally live by as a single mom, and no, technically I'm not single, like I have a boyfriend, but legally, like if I'm married, I am single. Overall what I live by is I try to envision what I want my kids to think about when they look back on their childhood. Using my own childhood as an example and how I look back and have certain memories of me and my mom, I try to envision what I want those memories to look like, and I actively do those things with them and actively build those memories here and now, so that when they do look back on those things, they have those fond memories that I recall having with my own mom. I feel like that within itself, if I had to give one thing, is very heavily what I kind of live by day to day. The next question slash topic just says YouTube motivation, so I'm assuming you kind of want to know how I stay motivated with YouTube or give you YouTube motivation. And honestly, motivation is solely up to you, so you have to figure out what motivates you. So me personally, what motivates me as it pertains to YouTube is seeing the finished product of something that I did. So that gives me great satisfaction, that makes me feel happy, that gives me a sense of fulfillment, is seeing me take an idea from infancy in my head to actually flushing it out on pen and paper, filming it and putting it together into a cohesive video and posting it. Everyone is different. There's not any one thing that's gonna motivate everybody. And with that said, you also have to realize that motivation is not always gonna be there. So as much as I would like to say like, oh, you know, look to other people, you can for sure do that to get motivation. But at the end of the day, the motivation has to come from something that means something to you. Motivation is not necessarily always going to be there. So sometimes you're going to need a little bit more than motivation. You're going to have to reconnect with the goals that you've set for yourself and with the why you want to do it in the first place. So yeah, I feel like the motivation itself is going to stem from your reasoning for wanting to do YouTube. If you don't have like a more deeply rooted reason, then your motivation of course is always going to be lacking, especially in the beginning when you're not getting paid for anything, you're not getting many views, you know, when stuff is kind of just starting off. The motivation to post is not going to be very high if your goal is not more deeply rooted than making money, because you're not going to make money in the beginning, if you get what I'm saying. So you really have to look at your own goals holistically and figure out, why do I even want to do this? So if you have a good why, a good reason, and like what makes you want to do it, then the motivation comes easy. This one is so sweet. It says, thank you for being so real and transparent on your vlogs. It definitely sets you apart from the rest. Thank you so much. I feel like my vlogs sometimes are just kind of all over the place, a hot mess, but I really do want to be as authentic with y'all as I possibly can. Obviously I don't share every part of my life, but that's a huge compliment, because I know that it's hard to come across as authentic through a lens. Okay, this one says, how do you juggle being a mom and being a girl? Okay, so with this question, I'm just assuming you mean like, how do I have time to be a full-time mom but also like get my nails done and my hair done and stuff like that, is what I'm assuming you meant by being a girl. I don't know, because I'm like a girl by my anatomy, but I'm assuming that's what you mean. Okay, but honestly I feel like it just takes practice of you actively prioritizing yourself, which is something that you guys obviously know that I'm a huge proponent of here on my channel, with all of the self-care we do and everything like that. It's not just for the aesthetics. I actually do that stuff because I have to prioritize me as a mom because I am a full-time mom, that I have to carve out moments for myself. It's a juggling process. Like, you use the right word, it is a juggle, so you just have to find your balance. What are the times of the day that you have less to do, and start making those your pocket of you time. So whatever that looks like for you, if you're not into like the skincare and all of that type of stuff, do something else. Get a book, go to the bookstore, go get yourself a coffee, go for a walk, go walk around Target and look at stuff. I don't know, whatever is something that is authentic to who you are as a person, pre-kids, that make you happy, make time for that. The next question is actually super similar, and it says, how do you juggle everything being a mom, YouTuber, girlfriend? I'm still struggling with that, if I can just be honest with you guys. I still very much so struggle to wear all the hats that I currently wear. And I feel like me being transparent with y'all, saying that will kind of just give y'all some perspective that not everybody has their shit together. Like, I don't know if I come across like I do, but I don't. And half the people y'all watch probably don't either. At least not all the time. There's a lot of times that I do have it all together, but there's also a lot of times where I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Who allowed me to be an adult and do all this? I will say certain things that I've put in place do significantly help me feel like I'm more on top of everything. But again, I am still very much so learning. I'm still trying to figure out the perfect balance, the perfect ebb and flow of how I can be a good girlfriend to my boyfriend, be a great mom to my kids, and also still be present and show up for me and my passion, which is YouTube. For me personally, what I'm doing right now is just kind of making sacrifices in other areas that don't pertain to those three things. Like, so right now it is midnight and my kids are in bed, my boyfriend is playing his game, and this is my me time. So instead of me kind of sitting on the couch scrolling TikTok, I'm making a video. So you kind of just have to realize that you're gonna have to sacrifice in some area. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You're not always gonna be rested. Sometimes you just have to do it tired. And I kind of take that mindset with anything, is that sometimes you're just gonna have to do it tired. Sometimes you're gonna have to do it sad. Sometimes you're gonna have to do it when you don't feel like it. And that is speaking to all aspects of my life. My kids have so many things going on at school, and some days I just wish I could lay down and not go. But I know what kind of mom I want to be, and I want to be that mom that shows up. So I go and I do it, and I just try to structure everything like that. And thank you so much to everyone that sent in a question. That was actually our last one, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video on up. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, if you're interested on this beautiful unit, make sure you check out the description box down below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, let me know what you guys want to see, if you guys want another one of these, in the comments down below. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next video. Y'all cannot tell me nothing about this hair, okay?